morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another day in my life vlog. Today I'm going to take you guys along some cleaning and organizing of my space. Every night before I go to bed I do a little closing shift, so a little bit of cleaning here and there, but I really wanted to dedicate today to have a little apartment refresh, a little reset of my space. I wanted to do a little closet clean out, nothing too crazy, because if you don't know, I moved from Texas to Seattle about 6 months ago now, which is crazy to think about, but I did a huge closet clean out at my last apartment in Texas before I moved up. So I only brought some of my clothes to begin with, but I want to do a little declutter of my closet since I did acquire some new things and I just haven't been reaching for some pieces as much. But first I'm going to have my green juice, which I have in the morning before I have my breakfast, kind of like a morning detox drink. And since I've implemented this into my morning routine last year, I've noticed such a big difference, not only in my skin, but my overall health. There's so many powerful antioxidants, vitamins, and nutrients in this drink. I feel like my immune system is so strong since incorporating this, especially right now with everyone getting sick with the flu. I think we don't want any of that. There's nothing more inconveniencing to me than being sick and not feeling my best. So we're gonna drink this. It has celery, cucumber, ginger, lemon, green apples, and oranges. Cheers. So refreshing. I genuinely look forward to this. I sometimes switch this up with a beet and carrot juice just to make it interesting, but this is my all-time favorite juice. I'm going to finish this, make breakfast, and then head to my workout later in the morning. I got dressed for that since I just like to throw on my workout outfit if I have a class later in the morning or early afternoon, just so I don't have to think about it later on. I'm wearing this new matching workout set from Aritzia with these little shorts and matching sports bra, and then this little Pilates wrap top. And today I'm going to be doing a hot mat Pilates sculpt class, which I like to do once a week. I also like to do those classes on my hair wash days, so I did my little hair oiling routine as you guys saw earlier. But yeah, I am really excited to take you guys along with me today. I know I'm gonna feel so good at the end of the day once my space is a little bit more refreshed. But yeah, I'm gonna finish drinking this while I make my breakfast. Everything shower is complete. I am gonna let my hair air dry while I finish up my skincare and put on a little bit of makeup. I cleansed my face with micellar water on a little cotton pad since that workout class had me so sweaty. It was such a good full body workout. My legs are feeling pretty sore. I went skiing yesterday with Marcus, my boyfriend, and a friend, and I haven't been skiing in like 3 years, so I forget just how sore your shins and knees can get after a full day of skiing. But we had so much fun. We went to Stevens Pass, which is about an hour and a half from Seattle. We left pretty early in the morning at around 7 and then got back at 6 or 7 later that evening. So it was a full day, and it was my 4th time skiing within the past few years. So I think it's pretty cool how you can pick up skiing or snowboarding pretty quickly, even with like years in between. I'm not gonna do a lot of makeup today since I've been really liking how my skin looks. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on and bronzer and blush. And I'm probably just gonna have to blend it all in with my beauty blender since my makeup brushes are still drying. I'm getting ready for my shift at Aritzia. I have an evening shift tonight from 4 to 9:30, so I'm putting on a little bit of makeup for that, and then I need to make some lunch and then probably head out. And when I come back, I really want to do my closet clean out since tomorrow I fly into Dallas to visit my family for a few days. So I want to bring back any clothes that I'm not really reaching for here and just bring it back home to Texas. So I need to do that tonight. So we're gonna have a pretty late night tonight. I watched the finale of Tell Me Lies last night and I was so disappointed. I got hooked the first episode watching this TV show, which it's been a long time since I got into a TV series like this one. I didn't even know it was the finale when I was watching it, so the way it ended made me think that there was going to be another episode coming out, and then I realized today that that was actually the finale, and I was so disappointed because I feel like I just didn't get any closure with any of the characters, really. Like, we didn't get to see anything really happen between Bree and Wrigley. That whole outburst that Steven had at the wedding was kind of just weird. I feel like they kind of just rushed the revealing of all of the secrets that was going on between some of the characters within 1 minute, and I was pretty disappointed by it, honestly. But now I'm also watching Bridgerton, the 4th season that came out pretty recently, and I watched the first 3, so I think this one so far is my favorite season yet. I really like the story behind this season, and I just think it's really cute. It's like a little Cinderella moment. That's what I've been watching recently, and kind of sad that I have to wait, I think, like another week or 2 weeks before they release the next episodes of Bridgerton, since I binged the 4 episodes that came out within like 2 days. So now I have nothing to watch, so let me know if you guys have any recommendations of TV shows that y'all love. I've heard good things about Traitors, so I might look into that a little bit more. I recently got the Road Glazing Mist, and I've been using this kind of similar to how I was using my grape water, just for like a skin refresh throughout the day. But I've also really been liking using this as a little setting spray for my makeup, especially when I'm doing like the no makeup looks and I don't really have a lot on. I feel like it just adds some nice glow back into my skin. And that is the makeup look for the day. And then for my perfume of the day, I'm going to be going in with my recent everyday scent. This is the Dave perfume from Henry Rose. It's 11 o'clock and we're gonna start this closet clean out because even though I'm exhausted, it needs to be done. I leave to Dallas, like I said, tomorrow. So we're gonna have a pretty late night tonight, but I want to knock this out. I also just realized that I already started putting away some of my knit sweaters and cardigans last month when I booked my flight to Dallas. So that's packed in this little suitcase, and then I pulled out this bigger check-in bag so I can bring back some more clothes that I'm not really reaching for right now. I also want to pack up some of my seasonal decor and bring it back home since I'm going to be moving back and I won't need it anymore. I'm gonna start off with my jackets and sweaters first and then make my way over to my more spring and summer pieces since we're already approaching the end of winter. So realistically, I only need a couple of jackets and sweaters, and it'll just make the move later this year a little bit easier and a little bit more light. Hopefully that's the goal. Here is everything that I'm bringing back. I'm hoping it'll all fit in these two suitcases. This is what my closet is looking like after the little bit of declutter that I did. It's looking a little bit more spacious. I have a lot more space on that top rack, which is nice. And then I have a few hangers now that I can use since before I didn't have any. Now I just need to pack this all up nicely in these suitcases so I'm ready to go for tomorrow. just finished my closing shift and now we are at my favorite part of the evening, which is my winding down me time. I'm gonna do my evening skincare, make myself a peppermint tea, and get into bed. There's truly no better feeling than getting into bed after doing an everything shower with new bed sheets and after a day of just cleaning and organizing your space, which is why doing my closing shifts at the end of the day is crucial to my evening routine, so I can wake up the next day in a much better headspace. I feel like when I go to bed with a messy kitchen or dishes in the sink, and then I wake up and I see that, I feel like I am just in a little bit more of a cluttered mental state, and then I just end up wasting time in the morning having to clean up from yesterday's mess. For my evening skincare, I like to keep it really simple. I double cleanse, so I use this micellar water again, which is really gentle. I have more sensitive skin, so I don't like to have a lot of steps in my morning or nighttime skincare routine, and I really feel like in general for most skin types, less is more when it comes to skincare products. So I don't use any serums or masks really. I just use a gentle cleanser and a good moisturizer. I cleanse my face with this foaming cleanser from La Roche-Posay, which actually foams really nicely, and I feel like my skin feels really clean after that, so that's what works for me. And then for my moisturizer, I've been loving the Rhode Barrier Butter. It's a super thick moisturizer, and especially for the winter time, my skin can get a little dry. My skin still feels super hydrated in the morning when I wake up after a full night's rest. And that is my very simple nighttime skincare routine.